Rhys Darby, welcome home. Kia ora. Welcome back to New Zealand. How long have you been back for?
I've been here for about a week.
And a week of heavy preparation for the comedy festival?
Yeah, just sort of socialising with friends, catching up with the beach, getting a bit of sun, and yeah, sort of getting over jet lag.
From your overwhelming success overseas?
Yeah, sort of coming to terms with things I've done and things I might do in the future.
Taking it all in.
Yeah. I was always good with the sound effects, right? So we'd play war, and my mates would go, "Come on, Rhys, get them! Here they come! Pow, pow, shoot them!" Pow. And I'd be like, "Okay."
So first there was little Rhys, and then there was Rhys in the army.
Yes.
And then what happened?
Then there was University Rhys.
University Rhys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Canterbury University.
Studying?
Well, you know, sort of getting into comedy at that point. Drinking and you know, writing jokes. I do impressions.
Okay.
Robots. Mermaids.
Oh,
You like mermaids?
I do like mermaids, yeah.
She had really hairy tits. I want to see your nipples, come on! Shave your tits!
Came back to Auckland. I got a normal job. I worked in Art for Art's Sake. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just surrounded by prints and frames, and had a lot of time just to sort of write comedy. And I was excited about going down to the comedy club and sort of doing some stand-up.
Probably one of the harder working comedians on the scene at the time?
At the time, I mean, yeah, around about 99, 2000, I guess I was doing probably more gigs than anyone a week. At one point I was doing 3. I'd do Tuesday, Wednesday and a Saturday, and on the Saturday I'd get people say, "Hey, I saw this on a Tuesday. You did this on Tuesday." Well, you know, I was, you know, so it was kind of, I felt like I was hitting a ceiling, so I decided to go to the UK.
That's my mate Rhys. He's just outside. He's coming in. He's a robot.
Just by pure chance of the stars aligning, the Concords were over there, and the Humour Beasts, which was Jermaine and Taika.
Funniest thing I've ever seen in my life was the Humour Beasts.
Humour Beasts, absolutely, yeah. Just thinking about them now makes me laugh. We were kind of, and then there was me, and none of us had any money, and so we helped each other out by
keeping it real, though.
Just keeping it very real.
Yeah.
We had like 25 flyers that we photocopied. We'd give flyers out to people, and then we'd just sort of follow them for a bit, and then have to grab it back off them. You know, we've only got 25. You know, and that was how, honestly, that's how sort of bad it got. But so I helped the Concords flyer for their show, and Brett helped. He became my tech, because I couldn't afford a technician, so he did my lights and my sound on my show.
People think all Transformers are cool, you know. They transform into jet planes and tanks and trucks, but they don't all. No, there's some shit ones. And they don't know what they're going to transform into until they transform into it. And there's some really bad ones. Like this one. Transform. Oh, fuck, I'm a deck chair. Shit!
You've got so much stuff under your belt, can't really figure out how you fit it all in. As well as having a family and a life back here, and the 2 Degrees ads, and a book you've written as well.
Yeah. I think.
How do you deal with that many appointments, man?
I've got a wonderful wife who controls everything.
Sure.
And makes sure that I turn up to things and turns a lot of stuff down. You know, it's important to make the right decisions, but also to keep your feelers out. And I've made myself very global, so I didn't want to just be in LA, I didn't want to just be in New Zealand or Australia creating something. I wanted to make myself very universal and always...
Was that a scary move initially, when you sort of made that decision to
Yeah, we have to like
You
travelling.
obviously have done, it's obvious you've done that, and it's
Yeah.
worked really well for you. But it must be kind of scary at one point.
It was scary. The scariest thing was sort of coming up with the money for the airfares. But once they start paying for you, once you get produced and things work out, then it becomes a lot easier. But for me, I enjoy the reach of sort of having fans all across the world getting into what I do.
Oh, here comes a helicopter.
And so the show you're going to do at the Comedy Festival, This Way to Spaceship. Firstly, what?
It's the world we're living in now. It kind of felt after Christchurch fell apart, and then there was the Japanese tsunami, and it's a frightening time on Earth with global warming and change, and it just felt like with the Mayan prophecy of the calendar running out 2012,
that is racing up, isn't it?
It's coming up on us. And I thought, why not take this opportunity and be comedic with it? So there I was, writing my autobiography.
Writing your autobiography because you've got time to do that, apparently.
Yeah, I had a lot of time to do it in between takes of this new TV show I was doing in LA, and I kind of felt like, what if the world did suddenly end? Surely there'd be.
Shit, I'd better write a book.
I better get a book out. I gotta get a book on the shelves
for people to read in that last hour.
just before it all ends. Because that's one of the few things I hadn't done.
And that became the stand-up show.
Yeah, so I decided once I'd written the book, I might as well perform it. So what I've done is I've adapted.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. That's the obvious thing to do. Yeah.
I've adapted it to stage and added a lot of new material. I had a lot of new stand-up material banging about in my head, so I've put it all together, and I believe made something pretty cool, pretty epic. It's got a lot of theatre in it, and then there's stand-up in the middle. So
the advantage of a bigger stage, and
yeah,
a
big
bit
stage.
And it lasts some technicians to work on it.
I've got lighting design, I've got smoke, I've got science
the
fiction
future.
music. This is going to blow a lot of people away.
And the robots, there'll be robots involved. A friend of mine asked me to ask that specifically.
Really?
Yeah, she loves the robot. She loves your robot.
I cannot reveal.
Okay. All
Yes
right.
or no on that one.
So it must be exciting to be back here doing the comedy festival then.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
And what a great festival it is this year as well.
It's the 20th anniversary,
Whoop, whoop.
and I haven't had a show in this festival for 6 years.
Well, welcome back,
So,
Rhys.
It's good to be back.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank
Rhys,
you.
Thank you.